Apple Butter Cafe is a cafe in Seven Dials, Covent Garden, London, which opened in 2020. They serve sweet and savoury food and a wide variety of drinks. Okay, so I'm back from Apple Butter Cafe. One tip before I actually get into my review, um, if you go to any of these cafes, these kind of, I want to call them Instagram cafes, but I think you know what I mean by that. Try and go early. I know my friends always talk about the fact that, oh, were the lights even switched on before you got there? But I'm someone who doesn't really like a lot of crowds. I'll tolerate crowds, but if I can avoid it, I avoid it. And I don't really like queuing. And I've seen with this calf that people queuing up to get in, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I got there just after 10. It opens at 10 on a Saturday. I wasn't the first one anyway because there were already about 6 or 7 people inside, which meant that they must have been queuing, but I didn't. So I walked straight in and got my table, and it was fairly quiet, and it was perfect for me. So let's talk about what I had. First up was the creme brulee latte. What I'm finding now as I'm doing these reviews is that I'm tending to drink a lot more of these types of drinks because I don't drink them at home. I don't drink coffee or tea, traditional tea. I might have the odd peppermint tea. But I feel that, I'm going out to review these places. Let me just try and experience lots of different things. So this was really nice. Quite, something different, quite creamy. I wouldn't say it was overly creamy. It was just fine for me. And then I also ordered the croissant bread pudding, which is what really caught my eye. There is something else that I want to try when I go there next time. But this was so nice. It was nice and warm. It had pecan nuts. And I'm not a massive fan of pecan nuts, but this went perfectly with this. And there was also a nice sauce as well. It was really nice and warming, and I really enjoyed it. Now, the service for me was fine. I think because, again, I was there quite early, so it wasn't that busy. I did have a quick look at the reviews before I actually went there, and the reviews were kind of mixed because there were some people where it was like the service wasn't very good, and there was times when people thought they were hassled to leave basically. And I get that in probably the busy times, that's what it's like. But yeah, the service was fine. But like I said, I was there really early. So again, if you want sort of better service, get there early. The cost, as you can see, was just shy under £20. It's London, isn't it? It's London, it's central London. And as we know at the moment, everything in general, everything in this country, in the UK, is going up. It's ridiculous. But yeah, for brunch, I suppose it's fine. I mean, it's central London. What else can I say? So in conclusion, apple butter cafe, big thumbs up from me. I definitely want to go back because I know they do, but I'm not sure if it's a permanent fixture on the menu. Black Forest pancakes, they look so good. So that's what I want to order next. One thing I will say, when you have a calf and you put so much effort into how it looks because you want there to be a kind of feature talking point, so when people come and they want to put it on their social media, they take pictures and whatever, that's fine. But make sure that the service and the product um, delivers, because there's no point in having a calf that looks amazing and the product is not good. This wasn't the case here. It was, everything for me was fine. But there's a couple of cafes that I've been to that you'll see on my channel. One was Elan Caf, and they've got loads of Elan Cafs all over the place, and it wasn't good. And the other cafe that I went to was Chrome London, which that experience was interesting. So make sure you check out the Chrome London video for my experience there. Until next time, Kate lovers.